queue is another message queue. Whatever.
Well, let's get started.
Okay, yeah.
We're Andy's done some prep for something for us. I'm really looking forward to it.
See how it is.
Well, the face. The I guess I don't want to say the face. The prince of Twitch. Now, obviously, the face of Twitch is Ninja right now, but the former face.
Yeah.
The prince of Twitch. He's gonna copy strike us just for not calling him the face of Twitch. But the doc, Dr. Disrespect, been a big name on Twitch for a while now. The question is he good?
Well, we're gonna find out today.
Are we gonna find out today?
We're gonna find out today.
Okay. Help us out. Help us out.
Well, first off, I just want to start out.
We're not just using assumptions here, by the way.
Yeah, we got some hard math.
We're using math.
Science, actually, is what I'm going to call it. So basically, Doc always says, like, you know, I'm going pro, like, you know, I'm like next. You know, he's kind of just kidding, but I'm like, hey, for the heck of it, let's just see if his skills are up to snuff for him to actually be a professional player or even a good player at that. So what we're going to judge him on is his reflex time, his compared to other professional players. I took a bunch of, if you know the players, JW, Olaf, Optic, Karma, and a few other players, and basically watch their clips of their fast. Most of them were stationary shots of them with either with a sniper or something holding an angle, and right when they see the person, like from them seeing the person to them starting shooting, is when I did the timing on that.
So like how quick are their snap to
heads? Yeah, or just how like their reaction basically from seeing them to cursor on them. So it's basically how fast can you get shots on target. Okay. That's really what I went for. And most of them are kills because they're, you know, sniper shots to the face or body. So it's like, okay, that's going to be a kill. That, and then his overall just playability of his games. In PUBG, I judged him on how many shots he fired, his headshot percentage, and his accuracy. Accuracy for a professional Call of Duty player right now is anywhere between 18.5 and 20. Like, there's obviously more, but that's like bare minimum to be a professional player, right? So that's what I've judged him on. And the thing about PUBG.op.gg is the stat site that I'm using. It doesn't actually show their actual percentages of their shooting. So I actually had to work it out myself. Hit me with the screen, my dude. Okay, awesome. Ooh, we're going to see some fancy ad in the bottom. We don't want that. So I just looked at Dr. Disrespect stats overall, and I just went on his solo ranking for Season 8 because, I mean, you can do duos, squads. It's not really going to show you exactly what your personal stats are because there's a lot of situations you get in. I wanted it to be as clean as possible and just hope that that worked out. So right here, we see on the stats page, we're going to zoom in on his solo game. It shows that he has a 15.5% headshot. So it doesn't show overall accuracy, but guess what? This is where the math comes in, my dudes. Get ready to be pleasantly, or hopefully pleasantly surprised with some good old-fashioned maths. And I wrote it down so I could actually remember it. So the game I was looking at, he had 9 kills, and he had 797 damage with 2 headshots. He was running an AKM and a Kar98. So, if you pull up the PUBG stats, gun stats. Sorry, my S is actually broken. It does double S.
When you hit the S, it gives you 2 S's?
Yeah, so yeah, it's bad.
Oh no, bud.
I know. Okay, here we go. Scar, let's see if there's actual stats. Here we go. So, yeah, he was running an AKM, which does 48 damage, okay, through level 2 vest, which I'm assuming everyone is level 2'd midway through the game. So I'm taking some broad strokes, some assumptions here that I'm going to basically take into account as fact. So 48 damage through a level 2 or a 2 helmet or a 2 vest, it's 35% less. So that comes out to around 32.3, I believe I worked it out, or 34.3. So basically, with his interactions that game, 2 of the kills were headshots. We're going to say they were either, and I actually watched on the game. So on the game, there's only 2 kills that were beyond 88 meters. So I'm going to say those 2 kills were the headshots. Because you've seen Doc play, he hits those headshots, he makes it happen, and they do 100 damage. So I subtracted those 2 kills from that overall damage, 797. So he has to get 7 kills in exactly 659 damage. So following that, every kill, I just assumed that he you know, with the AK you're spraying. You're on full auto, you're going to spend about a clip. So I just rationalize and say an average of 30 bullets per kill. So, and there's also a time to kill. So on average, if 4 bullets hit, he would kill the target. So if you do 7 times 30, 30 rounds, so he shot around 212 rounds. Okay. And out of those, two of those were headshots. So if you had to kill someone, it takes 4 bullets per target. So you have to do 7 times 4 plus 2. So that's going to be 30 divided by 212, which comes out to be exactly 14.2% overall accuracy for his actual engagement in that game. And I did a few other games, and it was...
So all of his bullets he shot.
Out of all of his bullets, he has around a 14.2% accuracy.
Okay, so you were losing me halfway through on that math.
Okay.
But you were just trying to find out.
I was literally just finding
accuracy?
his overall accuracy with his interactions in that game.
Okay.
Is everyone falling? I hope everyone's falling. Because it's about to get a whole lot more messy. So...
It's like it reminds me like that. What's that movie, Princess Bride? Let me explain.
Let me explain.
No, it's too much. Let me sum up.
So that actually corresponds almost exactly, because if you take his headshot percentage 15.7, which at the time I believe I just rounded it to 15.0, it was 2 divided by point, you know, that the decimal 0.15, and that actually came out to 12.5%. So it's almost spot on. So he's hitting headshots exactly 15% of the time almost. I mean, that's pretty decent. I mean,
what's a pro player?
Professional?
Yeah. Like
professional headshot?
Yeah, if he was good, what should he get?
22.
And he's at 15?
Yeah.
What's average?
Average? I mean, that's going to be on the player base, and actually I think this has weapon analysis leaderboards. Let's just look at some leaderboards. I mean, not these sweaty kids. It should actually show here these overall stats, which is which. Jeez,
I mean, if you had to guess, what's the average?
Guess, I'd say 15. I mean,
so you're saying that the Doc is an average
I
player.
think the Doc is an average shooter. I don't think shooting has been his forte, and you can kind of tell. I mean, compare him to Shroud. Have you seen Shroud? That guy's clicking on heads left and right, and he's on target. Let's actually even look up Shroud for argument's sake.
We're posting on the internet that the Dr. Disrespect is an average player.
I don't think anyone would contest me. I think he
I
puts
think
out.
The Doc would.
I think the Doc would contest me. I think he's great at putting out content. He's great at doing what he does. But
would you say his win ratio is above average?
So you can't really. So I could make some assumption about his win rate, but really at the end of the day, he's got stream snipers he's dealing with. He's got other people. He's got, you know, just other extraneous things. I really haven't worked it out.
Okay.
That I can't make any
also
definitive
streams
statements
with a ton of pros.
Yes.
So is he getting? Are you saying he's getting carried?
Well, I mean, did you see him at the PGI when everyone was making jokes about Shroud carrying Doc? And I mean, he owned it. I mean, he knew it. Like he's definitely a smart player. You can see his positioning around the map. I mean, he does a decent job at it. It's just when it comes down to just raw aiming, I mean, he's not going to beat some 21-year-old pro versus, you know, I know Doc's in his prime. Doc's in his prime. I know he is. The 37-year-old prime or whatever, you know, whatever. But you're not going to beat someone who's that. I think it's just age. I think he's probably a lot better younger.
Oh no, I just turned 30.
Oh,
am I getting there?
Look, man.
Am I too far gone? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't want to be the one to say
I don't have a chance anymore?
I had to do all this math to tell you that you're too far gone.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, I mean, that's only part 1. So we're going to look at his actual, I guess, reflexes. And we're going to pop over to his most recent Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay. This is played at 0.25 speed, so quarter speed. And I worked it out on this clip here. There's about 45 frames, so it's not going to be as good as clean gameplay like a lot of them are, but you can kind of see exactly what it is. So he's going around this corner. It's going to take a second. We just wanted you to take a look at, you know, the Doc's face. Look at that mug. $1 million smile right there. So he sees him and he puts it on. So timing that was at 3.9 or 29 seconds. And so if you know, times it by
3.29 seconds.
Yeah, well, 3.29 seconds, but you have to times it by 0.24 or 25 or whatever it is for the quarter speed, and so it came up to around 480 milliseconds.
Okay.
So keep that in mind, guys. Just keep following me, okay? Keep following.
So
me.
his reaction from seeing a guy to getting his crosshair on him is what'd you say?
480 milliseconds.
So 0.48 seconds.
Yep.
So just under half a second from seeing the guy getting his crosshair.
There was a few. I did do a few other clips, and it was anywhere between I think 390 was his lowest, and then there was of course higher than that. So 390 was the lowest I saw overall, but for that specific clip, it was around 480. So now let's take a look at some of these clips. So this is 72 frames, so they do have a bigger sampling size, but overall you can kind of see what happens. Okay, we're gonna go back here. So they're holding these angles till seeing the target. Bam. That's 300 ms right there.
Well, this is Counter-Strike.
It is Counter-Strike, but seeing people and moving is going to be almost the same. I've got a clip of Optic Karma that we're going to show.
Is he playing PC or is he playing
Oh,
PlayStation?
okay, yeah, that's true. He is playing PlayStation, and he probably had auto aim. So these two were on PC. This is 283 ms. So it's not straight. It's like more apples to oranges, but you can see from you stopping to them actually seeing them, it's pretty quick. You see that? Boom. Crouches, takes the shot. 283 ms.
What's the 283?
Yep, 283.
So 0.28 of a second.
Yes.
That's a lot faster. That's almost twice the speed, or half the time,
yes,
as the dock. 0.28 to 0.48.
Yep, that is almost exact. So that is professional level of people who've played the game for thousands and thousands of hours. I even did one of mine, actually.
That was the next thing I was going to ask. I was going to say, is he better than you?
Well, we're going to find out here.
Oh, no. We're about to make a claim. Do you know, by the way, that this is going on the internet. Once it goes on the internet, it doesn't come off the internet. Right. I want to make sure you're ready to make a claim on the internet.
Okay, dudes. I'm actually
this might be
my obituary
Twitch,
right
might
here.
Be Twitch suicide.
Twitch is banning me right now. Okay, Twitch is banning me. Okay, so here's me playing some CS:GO. We're gonna watch this all play out. Oh, geez, look who's that handsome guy in the bottom. Oh, that's me. Sorry.
But what's that? That's that handsome looking overlay at the bottom. Oh, I made that.
Yeah, here's Stream Doctor.
Hashtag Stream Doctor. Can we get some hashtag Stream Doctors in the chat?
Okay, watch. I see him. Shots on target. So when I timed that, I was at 2.83. Okay, we're gonna do it. Look,
3 seconds.
So, but you have to times it by the point because it's quarter speed. So you have to do that. So I was around 370. Watch this. Shots on target again. That one was actually a lot faster because
you're 0.37. The dock is 0.48. Pros are 0.28.
28, and actually lower.
You're actually closer to pros than you are to the dock. You're slightly below the exact average between the two.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm definitely not professional level, but
all right, you heard it. Lemonade's better than the dock.
Oh no! This is the dock is my hero. Okay, guys, just full disclosure.